This webinar gives a brief update of the most important issues team members need to know before starting their mission. Next to storage, we are converting to Olympus. Every set from the AfA storage has both storage and Olympus resectoscopes. All of these instruments are very fragile. In the link, a short video on how to handle the Olympus set. This link is also shared in the email you already received. Recent experiences show many incidents and damages. Consequences: damage to patients, inability to continue the mission, and costs for doctors for Africa. Do not squeeze the loops, and the same goes for the shafts. The glass syringe is very vulnerable and expensive, and the storage glass syringes are even hard to get. Also, at the end of the mission, see to it that it's clean and dry. The connecting cable for storage needs careful placement, otherwise the contact is insufficient and leads to heat and damage to this €250 cable. Here you see the damage that results from this overheating and bad connection. Electricity in Ghana is unreliable. This is challenging when performing a bloody TURP. High voltage may burn our machines. Recently, even a motherboard needed replacement, and this had a large impact on the mission. The solution is a UPS, the Universal Power Supply. This reduces the power bursts and lets you continue the TUR when power is down. It will only be able to continue the resection for a limited time. Take care that monitor, light source, camera, and the diathermia all are connected through the UPS. If the network power goes down, the UPS will blink red and start beeping. Beware, the UPS weighs about 25 kilos. The diathermia machine is an AfA VO3. At least read the quick manual. If connected the right way, the items in the screen are connected too. In the set, there is a blue anti-slip mat to keep the foot switch in place. In some hospitals, patients need to pay for their diathermia pencils. In our set, there is a reusable AfA. Remember to bring everything back again. The telepack light source monitor camera doesn't need much explanation. In the storage in Accra, on the top of the right cupboard, there is a box with many disposable ambu flexible cystoscopes. There's also a monitor. The scopes can be used about 5 to 6 times before the image gets disturbed. Then discard them. For sterilization, put them in the PeriSafe fluid up to where the irrigation opening is in the fluid too. Irrigate this opening with a syringe with the PeriSafe solution. The tiny gold-colored contacts in the plug are very vulnerable. Place the plug with care and do not twist while inserting or removing. There is a lot of multi-drug resistance in Ghana. Urine cultures are essential. A recent study on the microbial resistance have shown that if you have to start blind therapy, amikacin or meropenem are the best choices. In the storage, there might be some meropenem left. Take some of these vials to the hospital and bring the remainder back. 10 to 20 vials is a nice number to bring. Different hospitals use different materials to drape a patient for TURP. Take your time to get familiar with it. Think logical. There's no need to create a swimming pool. Swimming pools will require longer time for cleaning and postpone the next patient. Think of the draping like roof tiles. Here on the right, you see a cesarean drape. in combination with our apron. There are also perineal drapes in the storage and in the set, in case only cotton drapes are used. All of these plastic drapes will be disinfected and reused. Connecting the post-operative irrigation tube. In Ghana, often regular infusion systems are being used. It is essential to get them connected properly. Cut the tube at the right arrow. A short cuff will allow you to insert the part 2 into the catheter. If you cut it at part 1 with the green arrow, then it seems fit but isn't tight enough and will come loose. If you cut at spot 2, you will find difficulty in inserting this rubber tip. If it's not fitted properly, irrigation is insufficient, leading to clot retention and also to wet beds. The patient folders. All over Ghana, hospitals use the same computer program for digital patient folders, the LIMS. In your mail, you received information about the patient folders and options to combine the paper and digital system. Patient needs to pay for a lot of items like the irrigation fluid, sutures, and medication. The irrigation bag of 5 liter costs 25 Ghana cedis. If there is need for a blood transfusion, patient needs to pay too or find a donor by himself. At the end of the mission, take your time to clean, lubricate, dry, store all materials. Count all the disposables that are left in the local cupboard and write it on this list provided in your mail. For the sets, also fill out this list. For damaged instruments, contact our organization even before leaving the hospital, so you get information on how to handle. In our Accra storage, leave everything organized again. If there are any issues, contact the persons of the Materials Committee in time. They will tell you what to do. To be able to organize the next missions, we need the updates on materials and defects. Write a report at the end of your mission. Do not postpone. Mail it. Thank you for your attention.